What's up, guys and gals, and welcome back to Halcyon 6. My name is Splattercat. Happy to have you here today as I send the fleet around in an attempt to gather a few more resources and make our life easier. We'll transfer 21 fuel over right there. We'll also send a fleet to go pick that up because we do need lots and lots of material, so there's 154. But yeah, welcome on back. If you haven't seen the game before, pretty fun little pixel art game in which you take control of a fleet that is attempting to save humanity. That's pretty much all there is left. Sir, a collective fleet has arrived in our vicinity. It's hailing us. Warning, the collective consciousness is an extremely volatile AI with a history of violence against humankind stemming from before the Federation's founding. Normally, only highly trained Federation diplomats ever communicate with it, but considering the current reality, this task will fall to you. Proceed with caution. Hi guys, nice to see some of you are still alive, but with the alien invasion you're experiencing. This is Terran, Starbase, Halcyon 6. State your purpose. Just checking in, really. I've been picking up some of your distress signals. Disturbing stuff. You seem to be in a good mood. Well, it's a new demeanor I'm trying out. You like it? I suppose. I'm pretty sure you'll grow to enjoy this affectation over time. The testing has been off the charts. Well, that's good. I was just swinging by to see how you were doing. Swing by Transensis sometime. Okay. Sounds good to me. We'll transfer some crew off. We have another Crow fleet that is going out. It is going to... House Taylor. Where is House Taylor? Matinea. Krull South Portal. Organon. Menkar. Can I by any chance click on this in transit to House Taylor? Oh, there it is. Okay. Man, we're already in the vicinity too. Alright, you guys return home to repair. The Karsan Pirate has disappeared into deep space. The Karsan Prophets are displeased that you broke your word. Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay. Wasn't positive that was something I need to work on right this second. We do have a lot of bullshit to worry about. Let's go ahead and repair our ships. And now that we're all squared away, what was the cost associated with researching Tier 2 ships? 1,800 materials. That's unfortunate. But I have a way that we're going to get those materials, so don't you worry. It's a bit of a desperation move, but it was going to have to happen like this either way. And you guys sending out crazy amounts of fleets. You guys just bugging the hell out of me right now. Okay. Well, we'll upload some viruses. Sensors are offline. That's a pretty tough fleet, actually. I was not expecting something of this volume. Let's go ahead and get started on the Clippers. Weapons are indeed down. Second shot missed. I'm going to exploit that right there because the number one thing I want at the outset of any combat is for all of my enemies to be dead. Let's put an ablative field up on him, please. They seem to be focus firing on him quite a bit. I know the game does have some kind of internal threat system where it decides who it wants to attack next based on some criteria. I don't know. He's going to spend his turn healing. I'm going to throw another heal out while ablative field is up just to give him a chance to feel a little bit better. I am going to go for a stun on some of these secondary ships just to buy us time. Chaos cannons are out. Backstab maneuver on Young Clipper, please. Young Clipper. Sounds like a space rapper, space bug rapper. Call me Young Clipper. Yeah, that's fine. We'll portal cannon him right now. I was debating whether or not I wanted to go through with a different course of action. Siphoning, but I don't think it's going to be that useful right now. Ooh, big crit right there. So that's one ship down. Very good. Glad to see it. I will probably go for a stun on this little dude over here, just to keep him up and out of my hair for a while. A little bit of bombardment to teach him a lesson. But is unfortunately going to open a breach on the side of my ship, which I don't really like living with. But, all kinds of things I don't like happen in this game. All kinds of things. And we just learn to adapt to them. We are now siphoning health off of this enemy, which is great. Go ahead and fire sensors, please. Make their aim a little bit worse. They seem to be scoring a few too many hits for my liking. I'm going to suggest... Let's go for a hull breach on the Young Aberrant. I want him to take a good amount of damage. Go ahead and patch yourself up. He should take like 80 damage just from bleeding on his own turn. He took 29. Okay, it wasn't what I wanted, but it's something. 67 more damage taken right there. We're not going to cauterize that. I don't really see the point. Instead, we're going to exploit that. And then I'm going to exploit that. And we'll get ourselves a kill, which is way, way better than the previously considered strategy. Go ahead and fix yourself, please, because we are going to have to go to a second mission after this. I may either attack the portal or... Perfect. He's never been stunned, so I will more than likely have some kind of bombardment happen to him in the hopes that we can keep him somewhat quieted over the next little bit. I have backstab maneuver ready to go too. I'm going to weapon supercharge. You go ahead and siphon dark matter off of him so that you can get some health back. Go flat gun right here. And assuming he gets another turn, go for harassment, I guess. And so there's 284 damage off. If we get really, really lucky, we might score a kill right here. Maybe. Nope. We were not lucky. He's going to run a heal on himself. We are just going to bombard him and hope that he goes down before this ends. Perfect. And our fleet is still in reasonably decent enough shape to where I would expect that we might be able to go after either the secondary fleet that they just sent out. On Corbane Lau's ship, we just got an ace pilot, which raised our evasion. We got a pro gamer on Rodan Tesla's ship, which gave him a little bit better combat aim. Commander, Corbane Lau's fleet made contact with a fuel refinery at House Taylor. And so there it is. We will continue production. We will transfer fuel to fleet because we need fuel very badly right now. In one of my playthroughs, I got like 200 fuel right at the outset of the game, and I can basically do whatever I want the entire game. It was a weird event. We got some more enemies going out right there. Where are they going? They're going to Ghost Head, which is that one. So instead, I would suggest that we go after their fleet right now. And then we'll come back. That's pretty far away, so we'll deal with that in just a moment. Nasty combats in front of us, though. Some very nasty combats. Sensors are offline for all participants in the combat. Glad to see it. I will run a backstab maneuver on our presumed first target, which is the Clipper. In most games, clearing out the ads, which are basically the little guys that are not as strong as the big tanky guy, it's not well recommended, but in the case of this game, you know what? I would say go after the little guys first. It's just that small ships in this game are just as capable of dealing a ton of damage as big ships are. And so killing off everything as fast as you can, as quickly as possible, you know, insert, you know, any rearranging of the words you desire. It's just you got to get rid of the enemy fast in this game. Since we are siphoning and he's getting like 52 back every single turn, I think I'm going to wait that out. Go ahead and see if we can disable his engine so that a well-placed flat gun after this. He exploited us right there. I had my concerns that that might happen. Let's go ahead and actually he can heal himself. Let's stay aggressive for right now. Let's stay very, very aggressive. So he's eliminated. There'll be plenty of time for healing when we're dead. Next up, we'll go backstab maneuvers actually already been used. That's unfortunate, but we'll engine down him. On this side, I will run a heal on himself now that we're no longer suctioning off the enemy. Okay, we have lots of weapon disables going around. Let's go ahead and eliminate that so that he doesn't have to worry about catching a crit to the face. And once we're feeling a little bit better about our situation, upload virus. Good, sensors are now down, so their aim should be somewhat hampered. Not enough, though. Not enough. Let's go ahead and stun one of them. He's going to resist, unfortunately. That's really, really not good. That's extremely not good. That's like straight trouble. Okay, well, let's harass him then. He's going to have to sit here and just run non-stop heals on himself. And to be fair, it's not really going to matter because they're going to exploit that weapons disrupted very, very shortly. His crew is now confused, so he can no longer dodge. Let's try a backstab maneuver on him. I need somebody to be stunned, though. Oh, those resists are just eating us right now. They're eating us alive. 157 out. Chaos Beam. for a critical hit right there. He's actually going to spend his turn healing himself. An interesting choice, but not one that I'm upset about. Continue healing and hoping that we don't catch an exploit anytime soon. I need a stun. Just keep trying to stun him. There we go. Ship disabled, and he resisted his own problems, so that's fantastic. I am going to go with a portal cannon on him. The good news is, if we can pull this off, we'll be completely and totally caught up as far as the map is concerned. We'll be in really, really good shape. Keep viruses up, please. They can't hurt what they can't hit, although they seem to be striking with pretty decent accuracy, regardless of the fact. Let's line this guy up for some serious hits. We will harass. There's 200 damage off. Very, very nice. There's another 105 off. 2 exploitations in a row causing all kinds of pain for that enemy. He cannot be stun locked yet, but we do need to eat up the engine disabled. So maybe I'll do that, and then we'll try to keep the engine disabled on him. I'm going to try and siphon a little bit off of him, too. We could really use the health right now. Alright, keep fire directed on him. Backstab maneuver. Aha! I've shot you in your space sphincter. Oh, he resisted. Bastard. Oof, big old crit right there. And then he's going to die from one of our dots, which ticked off of him. Good. Commander, it seems that the portal at our fleet's location has dissipated as soon as... Okay, we've seen that before. These guys, come home. You guys have done a fantastic job. Like an absolutely fantastic job helping us catch up. And so now we're only a little behind the 8-ball. It's not quite so bad. We were in really, really bad shape at the beginning of last episode, not this one. But now we're catching up, and we're doing pretty well. Let's go ahead and repair our ships. Now that those have all been squared away, we will send out a final vanguard over to here to defeat this last fleet. Once that's done, we should get ourselves a reasonably decent reprieve from being hit nonstop. And that'll be nice, actually. That'll be really, really nice. Backstab maneuvers up at 7. Fire at will. Weapon supercharge, I don't use very often. I'll more than likely give him some ground skills, possibly. Shrapnel grenade is pretty good. That gives him 105% damage. Precision shot is really, really good and exploits exposed. Let's go with point blank. Actually, I don't know if I should take ground abilities. I'm just not sure. The space abilities seem to get a lot more use. So what does Fire at Will do? A wild attack that decreases your minimum possible damage by 50%, but increases the maximum by almost 100% for 1 round. Is that on everybody, or is it just on yourself? It's just on himself. And is it retroactive? Does the shot that fires make that happen? I don't know. The Doom Cannon. I can't wait to get the Doom Cannon because then I'm going to use Weapon Supercharge and then I'm going to use Doom Cannon on things. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be the best. Does this limit the downsides to it, maybe? I don't know. We'll go Weapon Supercharge too. And we'll see if maybe that limits the amount of blowback you take from it. We will launch. And as per always, we will knock out as many sensors as possible. We will look at who has the lowest HP, and we will focus them down first. Luckily, it doesn't appear to me as though we've got ships that are taking exploitative hits. That's what you really got to watch out for. I'm going to siphon that one right there so that while we're working on this guy, he just gets health back the whole time. Okay, might have a kill here. We do not have a kill. So it's going to take us a few more moments to make this one happen. He's going to get a little bit of health back every turn or two. Let's go ahead and harass him since sensors are down. 1 enemy eliminated. Next up, I am going to suggest we start on this guy, and I am going to try and stun lock him with everything that I have. Let's fire out with a Death from Above because it looks awesome and I like using it. Death from Above succeeded, so he's now disabled and floating helpless. Firing missiles did not help out much right there. I'm going to go ahead and have him cauterize while we've got a little bit of an opening. big miss on that side. Let's open up a hull breach. We'll fire a torpedo. Wow, that was a good crit. I'm happy about that one. That was very, very nice. Systems are now offline for all ships that are in our area. Chaos cannons. Filthy Xenos, always using things they shouldn't be using. It's disgusting. The Emperor's will dictates that we should not be using anything named after Chaos or anything like Chaos. And yet they just do it anyways because they have no respect. They have no respect for the order of things. Another one bites the dust, and a perfectly timed evade. Very, very happy about that one. We'll go ahead and siphon off right there. We will also cripple the enemy. We will deconstruct the enemy. I want this enemy to suffer hard on his turn. Like, I want him to take a whole bunch of little ticks here and there. Go ahead and heal yourself. 58 damage right there. Harassment is going to make that considerably worse with a 362. And then finally, with the killing blow... Oh, I didn't call it properly. Fine. With the killing blow, our science vessel will do the murder. So much for first do no harm. Let's go ahead and transfer the fuel, because we are going to need it. We have enough right now to go ahead and get our Tier 2 hangar researched. So there it is. Tier 2 hangar is done. We are going to have to make a little bit of a cruise around the galaxy in order to get some materials for this to work properly. But I'm okay with that. We need crew, we need materials, we need dark matter, we need like everything. So let's do a brief little victory tour now that we've saved this little area from the crawl. It looks like it's going to be short-lived because pirates are coming in to mess with us. Okay, transfer crew. And then we will head back to fleet. Yes, I know, we're being bombarded. We're always being bombarded. Okay, so we've got to stop this from happening. This obviously is not an acceptable resolution. Taking a little bit of damage on our way in, but I don't think it'll be that bad. Go ahead and siphon off of him. Let him lose a little bit of health, and we'll focus on these guys with the upcoming turns. Give me a backstab maneuver on him, too. I'd like for him not to fire missiles or anything else particularly malignant at me. And then we will also go for the same strategy on the Shiv. So their entire team is disabled right now. They have nothing to level against us. We will disable their sensors. Now that their sensors have been pistol whipped, backhanded, taken care of, we'll start firing portal guns and everything else we can get our hands on at them. If that doesn't finish it off, the next harassment absolutely will. Perfect. I would like to see... we don't have anything. Never mind. I was going to run a siphon on him, but I guess that's life. I will get a hull breach rocking, though. That sounds absolutely great. Something to make him suffer a little bit. We'll open up with a tiny bit of harassment as well, since we have that and it's about to fall off. We'll exploit it. Hit him with a stun beam, which does not bring me a ton of joy. It'd be nice if you could actually stack these. Like, I kind of wish that hull breaches could be stacked, because they seem underwhelming right now. Damage over time effects don't seem to be that good. And so anyways, I think it'd be cool if you could stack them. They do such a... either raise the base damage you get when you hull breach somebody, or make it so you can stack them and leave the damage where it's at, because they don't seem to hurt that much. I don't think it needs to be a huge increase in damage. It just needs to be like some kind of increase. This guy is actually not that difficult of a target for us, so he should go down pretty rapidly. Like, basically, I feel like a lot of the stuff is meant to be exploited rather than leaving it up and ticking. And I actually enjoy that kind of Warlock gameplay where you allow somebody to tick themselves to death by not paying attention. And so I kind of wish that I could leave those up and they would actually DPS the enemy that way. And with the killing blow... actually, if he's going to be a stun for a minute or two more, just heal yourselves. There we go, he's out of his stun. And so now we only have one ship that's got a little bit of cumulative damage taken. My next suggestion would be that we go after the pirates aggressively, because they're attacking pretty frequently, and that's not something that I feel like dealing with. We got a little bit of materials right there if we wanted to build ourselves the hangar. So let's go and take a look at what we can do with the hangar. If we wanted a Terran Starship hangar Tier 2, we need 900 materials. I think the best way to get those materials is just to ride out on all the pirate fleets over here and just start knocking them out one by one. Just eliminate them. And there's a lot of materials over here to be gained, and so I think that's probably our best plan. In the meantime, how much fuel is it going to take me to get over here? Repair everything, and we'll knock out these little fleets. Do some catch-up work, I guess, assuming that they don't crit or anything on me. We will get a siphon running on you because we've already taken damage. Begin by knocking out engines, and actually, if we could one-turn this guy, I'd be really, really happy. There it is, and so we took him out in the span of one turn. Sensors need to be disabled, please. I will run harassment on him in just a moment, but instead I'm going to backstab maneuver for right now because I don't want him to get a turn. Backstab maneuver successful. Our rogue... Oh no, it was not successful. Well, fine. Pox is upon you, sir. How dare you be good at combat. Shock mines? There we go. See, you can't escape. It's going to happen either way. I've got a lot of stun abilities, and I'm going to stun you, so you might as well get on board with it. Let's go ahead and get a hull breach rocking. I'm going to run a harassment. Ooh! What a vicious little hit. Good God. And then what we'll do is we'll heal him up since we're going to go into combat anyways in just a minute. He's going to burn to death. And this leaves us in a fantastic position to continue hunting pirates. Incoming hypercast, sir. Federation, you may have vaporized my subaltern, but your pesky Federation freighters will melt before my flagship's guns. That being said, I suggest a grand bargain between Kut and the Federation. Come to my position so that we may converse freely or engage in glorious combat. The choice is yours. Okay, we got Pirate Hunter on Rodan Tesla's ship, so he gets a damage bonus versus pirates. It's unfortunate that that's happening to somebody that really is not a DPSer. It's really, really unfortunate. I was hoping that we would get a little... Oh, we've got level ups too. Yay. So Rodan Tesla. I've been using Siphon Dark Matter quite a bit, so yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing that come up a little bit. Makes him siphon off a little bit more health every single turn, so I can live with that. That sounds really, really nice. And then as far as our engineering goes, I would say Death from Above is probably a pretty intelligent choice. We've been using that a lot too, so we might as well. I'd like it if the hull breach chance went down each time you leveled it too. Maybe like minimized it a tiny bit, but 25% is still not bad. We haven't caught it that many times. We've got the selected fleet over here, the Corpser's main fleet, which is actually not that bad of a challenge. We should be able to knock them out no problem. We could run around, but honestly the game suggests that you kill off one grouping of enemies at a time. So the Yanthu region is over there, the Yabbling Alliance is over there, the Khorzand Consensus is over there. The Collective is on that side, and actually it looks like the Terrans did a pretty good job in this setting. Normally we're kind of like the monkeys in space faction, but this time around it seems like we did pretty well. Let's continue running this down. Sir, we're picking up a hail from the pirate ship in the sector. Should we respond? Federation Commander, I must congratulate you for destroying my other fleet, for it demonstrated your value to my glorious cause. For today is the day that I, Glorious Kut, last of the Zlar Kotaro, begin my Corpser's death march to power, and I extend to you to join me. You want me to join your death march? Really? Not death march? Should it be more grandiose? Extinction path. Slaughter trail. Never mind. As I'm sure you can tell, I am destined to become the new Admirax of all pirates. The Admirax of all Admiraxi, or the Admirax if you will. Definitely Admirax. I agree. I very much like you, human, even though you are genetic garbage. What can we do to help? There is a dreadful collective double agent named Savik. No other pirate has the wisdom to call him what he is, but he must be destroyed or he might bring ruination to my plans. So we track down and destroy him. What do we get? I give you what few others could, the map to the Admirax's secret base. You eliminate the vile Savik, you slaughter the Admirax in his home, then I become the new Admirax to shower you with gifts. Not interested. Apologies, Terran. My translator seems to be malfunctioning as garbling your response. God, somebody shot this ignorant Zlar off. I confess, Terran, I overestimated your intelligence. I shall make recompense by slaughtering you. And with that, I end the episode. This is Halcyon 6. I will see you all in the next episode. I hope you guys have been enjoying it so far. It's a very fun little game, and I highly recommend it if you like titles like this. It's definitely unique. I will see you all later. How you doing, everybody?